That may be the longest I've gone in an interview without speaking, and certainly since, other than sleeping that I can recall. But I didn't want to stop you because you were on a great roll, and there was no questions. Like as I was going, the only question I would have is most men's volleyball teams are not fully funded, and even if they are, you're talking about split up scholarships. Who cares if you have 40 guys on the roster if the school wants to pay for their it's not like you can travel them. It's not like you're giving them anything. Who cares how many people you have on the roster? If you want to have, if you want to do a UCLA blue curtain and put all those guys off to the side and have, 20 in this gym and 10 in another, that's the part I don't understand.
Yeah, if you speak to the athletic department, the admin about what it costs to have a player on your roster, there are some inherent costs, right? I mean, you're maybe buying a uniform for the kid, maybe you're doing training table, and that's costs, and maybe your academic support advisors, or maybe a little, they got a few more guys they got to worry about. All those things are real, and I get that part. I'm not poo-pooing that. But you're right. If we're now able to have 18 scholarships, first of all, awesome. But not everybody's going to 18. Right now, it's going to be at least 5 to 10 years before the rest of the country catches up to the 4, 5, 6 programs that are now going to be above 4.5. Right? We all know who they are. They've got deep pocketed alumni. They've got a long history of program being there. It may be, they've done just some massive fundraising in years prior, and kudos to them. That's their hard work coming to fruition. But not everybody else does. I'm still not even at 4.5, right? But I'm still working with what I got, and I'm still doing what I can. And the rest of the country at some point maybe will be above 4.5, right? But there's no reason why we can't have more players on the roster to be able to, just
Yeah.
give
The
ourselves a
kid wants
cushion.
to play for free,
Yeah, stay in his
and
own.
then yeah, and then especially like some programs, they got local kids who want to walk on. There's just so much to it.